सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। Let us start with one beautiful Subhashita. I think till now we have completed some 40 Subhashitas we must have seen, okay? So make sure that all of them are in one place for you to easily refer. Sometimes when you are free, just read those Subhashitas and see whether you recollect the meaning. That itself will be a good revision, okay? Just an idea, you can try. One more Subhashita, let us see. Beautiful one. I will chant, repeat after me. Kshanashah kanashashchaiva vidyamartham cha sadhayet. Kshanatyaage kuto vidya Kanatyage kuto dhanam. Together. Kshanashah kanashashchaiva vidyamartham cha sadhayet. Kshanatyaage kuto vidya Kanatyage kuto dhanam. Now simple meaning. Now we have seen Kshanashah Kanashah cha eva vidyam artham cha sadhayet. Kshanatyaage kutah vidya kanatyage kutah dhanam. What is the meaning? Kshanashah. Kshana means a moment of time. Kshanashah means every single moment, according to moment. Vidyam sadhayet. Gain knowledge moment by moment. Every moment you should gain knowledge. So what I am doing now? Kshanashah vidyam sadhayet. Kanashah cha eva artham sadhayet. I am rearranging the words to get the meaning. Kshanashah kanashah vidyam artham cha sadhayet is said. Right? So kshanashah, every single moment, as per moment, vidyam sadhayet. You gain the knowledge. Every moment, gain the knowledge moment by moment. Cha eva. And also kanashah. Kana means a particle. A small grain is called as kana. Kanashah artham sadhayet. Gain wealth grain by grain. Okay. So what is said? If moment by moment you gain knowledge, grain by grain you gain wealth. Why? Kshanatyaage vidya kutah. If you waste a moment, where is the knowledge? You have lost the opportunity to gain knowledge at that very moment. Time is money. Have you heard this before? Many times we have heard this before. Time is money. How time is money? Because you lose time, you waste time, you have lost so many things. Kshanatyaage vidya kutah. If you waste a moment, where is the knowledge? Kanatyage dhanam kutah. And if you waste a grain, where is wealth? Very, very important. See how beautiful Sanskrit in short, it gives such a great knowledge. They also say when you are earning money, they will say that a penny saved is the penny earned. Have you heard this line also? Yes. which means what? Okay, you may go on, collecting and gaining and, procuring more and more, but what you have, that also you must preserve. Be very careful. Kanatyaga is, wasting a grain. That also is a great loss. Now, somebody will say, Vedji, Vedanta says that you should be, not thinking about all these things. How does it matter whether you have wealth or not? Yeah, that is true. Nobody is saying otherwise. But you see, everybody is not capable of coming to Vedanta directly. So, when you are a student, when you are a grihastha, do all these things. When you are a student, gain knowledge every single moment. Have such kind of lifestyle, such kind of schedule of the day that you are not missing on anything. Recently, I was having conversation with a senior Swamiji, and he was explaining how they studied. And Swamiji was telling that how when he was in Gurukul, how they had to do so much of work. And in between, they had to study Sanskrit, etc., Vedanta also. But Vedanta is still okay because once you learn, it remains here. Sanskrit is language. Language needs practice. And if you don't practice, you will not get. And the teachers were such that once they teach something in the class, next day they will ask. And you will have to answer. And in between, there is no separate time for study. Because they will have seva in Gurukul, no? Somebody is cooking, somebody is, going out and getting the wood for firewood for cooking. Somebody else is cleaning the entire ashrama. Somebody else is doing so many things. Swamiji was telling that those were the days when we studied every moment. So when we are cooking also, somebody would come and read all the sutras that we studied and all the examples that we saw. And while cooking, we will memorize. One friend will chant, all of us will repeat 4 times, 5 times, 10 times. You see, while doing things also, while doing other seva, they used to study. He said that is how we have studied all the karikas, all the different things of Sanskrit. But don't you think that that will be the knowledge which they will remember even till now, after 40, 50 years also? Biggest problem that we have is we have lot of time. And that's why we don't take it seriously. Guruji Swami Tejomananji always says that the greatest maya is to feel that there is still time. Hey, we say also, wait, time is there, time is there. He says time is never there. Even practically, he says, suppose 3:30 you want to leave. You are ready at 3:20. What do? You sit. Why? I have decided 3:30 I am going to leave. Why? 10 minutes. Time is still there. He says, never do that. Moment you are ready, you start. You never know time will go when, where, how. Greatest maya, it will catch you. Kshanatyaage kuto vidya. Time. Kanatyage kuto dhanam. And when every moment, every penny, every grain is important, if you lose that, you will lose a lot of things. So have a nice schedule of the day, where knowledge, now you are at a, different juncture of your life also. Many of you have now retired and slowly, taking out yourself out from the entire hustle bustle of the family life. It is a good time to have a nice schedule which is focused on study. I am not necessarily saying study of Sanskrit only. You decide what all things you want to study, but have a good plan. Use as much time as you want. All those people who say that, after certain age you can't study a language, after certain age you can't memorize, that and all is not true. The only difference is you will have to put more efforts. You will have to put more, you will probably have to change the way you are studying. But there is no age to memorize. There is no age to stop studying. There is nothing like that. At any age we can study, at any age we can memorize. Okay? The method needs to be decided, and for that you need to have a nice schedule. Don't lose time. If you lose time, you lose a lot of things. Time is something that we have, allotted very, very specifically to us. We can't surpass even a second. So whatever time is there, use it well. Kshanatyaage kuto vidya, kanatyage kuto dhanam. Okay? So, what is the final? Knowledge and wealth are gained with every moment and grain respectively. What is knowledge on wasting moment? Where is wealth on wasting a grain? Okay. So, kshanashah kanashashchaiva. Okay. Let us chant the verse together and we will go forward. Kshanashah kanashashchaiva vidyamartham cha sadhayet kshanatyaage kuto vidya kanatyage kuto dhanam. Okay. All right. So, we were seeing, we saw in the last session, we revised the pratyayas for 4 main lakaras that we have studied. Lat lakara, present tense, lang, past tense, lot, imperative mode, and vidhiling, potential mode. Along with that, we have also studied lit lakara, which is distant past, and lrit lakara, which is future tense. But for pratyayas, we remembered these 4 lakaras and their pratyayas in parasmaypada and atmanepada we have studied. Right? In the last session, we also saw one dhatu from parasmaypada, which is bhu bhava dhatu, bhu dhatu, to be, the first dhatu in the dhatu pata, prathama gana parasmaypada, and we saw all the 11 lakaras, how it takes forms. Correct? So, all lakaras we saw, including late, including the lakara which is used only in the Vedas, late Vede. Even that we saw. That will give you some idea as to how the usual forms will be for all the dhatus. So, patha, krida, khela, pasya, all these dhatus will have similar forms. Alright, that we have seen. After that we saw as dhatu from dvitiya gana parasmaypada, which is also in the meaning of to be. 4 are there, no? Bhu, as, vidya and varta and vidya. Right? 4 dhatus are there. Vidyate, vidyate, vidyante, we have already seen that dhatu. Bhu, bhava we have seen. Now, as also we saw 4 lakaras, how that as dhatu goes. Again, those are the most popular verbs. Asti, stha, santi, asistha, stha, asmi, swasma, asit, astam, asan, past tense also. Astu, etc. Astu, stam, santu, lot also. Right? So, all these are what? These are well-known, used, very often used verbs. As dhatu, 4 lakaras we saw, and in all other remaining lakaras, it goes exactly, it changes itself into bhu. So, it has only 4 lakaras that it has special forms. Otherwise, it is like bhu. Not like bhu, it is bhu. Right? So, we have seen that also. So, today we are going to see one important dhatu, another important dhatu, which is kru dhatu. Kru kara. Kru dhatu, which changes itself into kara while taking form, which is from 8th ashtama gana, 8th u. U means ubhaya pada. Ubhaya pada, it will take pratyayas of both parasmaypada as well as atmanepada pratyayas. It will take ashtama gana ubhaya pada dhatu, kru dhatu. What is the meaning? Kru means to do. Very famous is there, no? Dikrin karane. Have you heard this? Bhaja govindam, govindam bhaja mudhamate, samprapte, sannihite kale, nahi rakshati, dukrin karane. Have you heard this? First verse of Bhaja Govindam. Very beautiful Prakarana Grantha by Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankaracharya. He is looking at one old person who is memorizing Dukrun Karane Dhatu. And he is saying, when the time comes of death, this memorization of your grammar rules is not going to save you. Therefore, what you should do? Bhaja Govindam. Seek Govinda. Worship Govinda. Serve Govinda. That's what you should do. Seek the Lord. That is what he should do. Now somebody will say, Vedji, you are contradicting yourself. You see, you teach Vedanta all other times and now you are teaching Kru Dhatu. Yes. Consider Kru Dhatu also as God and seek. Why? Kru is action, not to do. From where all the power of action comes? From Him only. Every single action that I am doing is for Him, from him, by him, isn't it? Keep that in mind and then memorize, there is no problem. Okay, focus should be on the supreme reality, on the God. So this Kru Dhatu, which is very famous, in the Dhatu Pata actually, it comes as Dukrin Karane. So you will have some idea as to how the Dhatu Pata is made by Panini. Dukrin is actually Kru Dhatu, but Dukrin is the kind of wrapper that he uses to cover it, to memorize, and there are different rules that he uses, that pratyahara etc. for do goes away, kri, that ya goes away, kru remains. And meaning of the dukru is karane. Karane means to do. Khelane, kridane, patane, like that it will be karane. Kru dhatu in the meaning of to do. Now because it is ubhay pada dhatu, it will take parasmay pada pratyas also, atmanepada pratyas also. So we are going to see both. Now we are not going to see all the 10 lakaras. We are only going to see 6 lakaras which we have studied. Okay, and in parasmaypada and atmanepada how it takes form. Kru dhatu. Okay, first lat lakara parasmaypada. So lat parasmaypada is present tense. When it takes parasmaypada pratyas, what are the forms? Very well known forms. Many times we see these forms also. I will say, please repeat after me. Karoti kurutaha kurvanti. Karoshi kuruthaha kurutha. Karomi kurvaha kurmaha. Okay. Please note, this is from Ashtama Gana, 8th conjugation, 8th group, and therefore it will not have usual forms. It is not from 1, 4, 6, 10. When 1, 4, 6, 10 is there, there will be usual forms. Patati, patataha, patanti. This is not karati, karataha, karanti. That is not happening, you see. Karoti, kurutaha, kuruvanti. Forms are different because the Gana is different. That Gana has got different Gana Chinna. Unusual forms are there. That is why we need to remember, and therefore we are taking this as an example. How the forms will be different, but you have seen these kriyas before. Karoti, saha karoti. Karoshi. What is that? Yat karoshi yad ashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Bhagavad Gita. Am I right? Am I right? Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, whatever you do, whatever you eat, yat juhosi, whatever you offer, dadasi, whatever you give it to other people, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, whatever you do as your penance, please do that as a offering unto me. Tat kurushva madarpanam. Kurushva also is Kru dhatu only, in a different lakara, we will see. But karoti, he does. Karoshi, you do. Karomi, I do. Kru dhatu, very important dhatu. Actually speaking, in spoken Sanskrit, when they will teach how to speak Sanskrit in easy way, what they will do is they will convert all the verbs into Kru. Okay, they will convert all the verbs. How they will do? Earlier also we have seen when we were seeing the vibhaktis, we saw one prayoga called vibhajya prayoga. Shashti vibhakti usage. One of the usage was vibhajya prayoga. If you remember, what is the thing? Let me explain in simple way. Suppose I say aham pathami. Aham pathami. Aham pathami means what? I am studying or I am reading. Now suppose patha dhatu I don't know. It is in which gana, how does it take form? Then what will I do? Aham pathanam karomi. Aham bhunjami. If I don't know, bhuj dhatu becomes bhunja and takes form as bhunjami. Then what I will say? Aham bhojanam karomi. Aham chalanam karomi. Aham kridanam karomi. Aham swapanam karomi. Suppose I don't know, swapimi is the kriya pada. Then what will I do? Aham swapanam karomi. I am sleeping. So suppose you memorize one Kriya Pada properly. And that's why in the spoken Sanskrit classes, etc., they will emphasize on this Kru Dhatu. Why? You can work it out with it. Not that it is a very nice level of Sanskrit language that you are speaking, but you will be able to speak. Something you will be able to do. Okay? So that is how they use this. Therefore, they give importance to this a lot. You must have seen all these also. Vayam kurmaha, sah karoti, te kurvanti, tvam karoshi, yuyam kurta, etc. etc. Now this is when it takes parasmay pada pratyaya. When it takes atmane pada pratyaya, meaning remains same, but what are the forms? Repeat please. Kurute, kurvate, kurvate. Kurushe, kurvathe, kurudhve. Kurve, kurvahe, kurmahe. Now, please remember once more. Karoti and kurute mean the same. Rough meaning is same. But I had told you for Ubhayapada Dhatus, there is one layer of meaning is there. What is that? Since Ubhayapada Dhatu can take any pratyaya, Parasmay Pada pratyaya will be used when somebody is doing for someone else. Para. And Atmane Pada can be used to indicate that somebody is doing for oneself. So, Saha Karoti means he does, in bracket, for someone else. That is a possible meaning. Not that every single time that meaning has to come. It's not a must meaning. But there is another layer. A poet can use such thing. Kurute, Saha Kurute. He does. It can mean he does it for himself. Very famous of Bhajagovindam. Today is the Bhajagovindam day. There is one verse which starts with Kurute. Anybody? Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadanam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena Bhajagovindam Bhajagovindam. So he says, no, Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadanam. Kurute, he does lot of yatras, etc. Ganga Sagara Gamanam, Vrata Paripalanam takes different vows. Athavadanam does charity. Jnana Vihina, but one who doesn't have knowledge. Sarvamatena, according to everybody's opinion, Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena, cannot get liberation even in 100 births. That's the meaning. So there is a catch with what Bhagavan Shankaracharya says there. He says that you should not focus on grammar rules. This is the time to study and this is the time to seek the Lord. That is true, but he has written the entire text in Sanskrit only. He has said Dukrun Karane you should not study, but without Dukrun Karane you will not understand what is Kurute. Which means what? That knowledge is necessary, but that is not the final knowledge. Language is used as a means to understand the text. That's why our title of the class, Sanskrit for Shastra-study. It is a means, not a goal. Sanskrit we are studying not to study Sanskrit. Sanskrit we are studying so that we will be able to study the Shastras, understand the Shastras. Okay, that is what he says. Please understand what he is telling carefully. He is not criticizing Sanskrit. He cannot. He has written everything in Sanskrit only. So he cannot criticize Sanskrit. He is not. But he is telling us one important point. Don't keep focus there. Keep focus on the Lord. Okay. So Kurute, Kurushe, Kurve, all these are well known. Also one more important thing you can understand. These both kinds of Parasmaipada and Atmanepada verbs, Kriyapadas, you should know. But while using, you can continue to use one. If Parasmaipada is what is easy for you, you can use. You don't have to have Karoti / Kurute. Karoti is sufficient. Kim Karoshi, what are you doing? Kim Karoshi? Aham kimapi na karomi. I am not doing anything. I don't have to always say Kim Kurushe. While using, whatever suits you, you can use. The other one also we are studying, because while studying Shastra, both will be used. We have to understand. You can't say Kurute comes, No. Kru dhatu pratham purusha ekvachan is not kurute. It is karoti. Yes, it is karoti in parasmaypada. Kurute in atmanepada. Okay. So while knowing, we should know both. While using, we can use any one. Right. So this is lat, present tense, parasmaypada, atmanepada over. Now lang. Lang means past tense. Parasmaypada is, repeat after me, akarot, akurutam, akurvan. Akaroho, akurutam, akuruta. Akaravam, akurva, akurma. Saha akarot. He did. Aham akarvam. Kimaham sadhuna karvam. Kimaham papam akarvam iti. Why did I not do good actions? Why did I do wrong actions? Sadhu kim aham na akarvam. Why did I not do good actions? Saha akarot. He did. Akurvan. All of them did. Past tense. Parasmaypada pratyas. Right? Atmanepada pratyas. Akuruta, akurvatam, akurvata. Akuruthaha, akurvatham, akurudhvam. Akurvi, akurvahi, akurmahi. So this is past and present tense and past tense of kru dhatu in both parasmaypada and atmanepada. See how it takes forms. Some of them will be similar to what we have seen, but some of them unusual forms are also there because ashtamagana dhatu. Right? Lat lakara, lang lakara. Shall we go forward? Done? Alright. Next one is lot lakara, imperative mode, parasmaypada first. Karotu kurutat, kurutam, kurvantu. Kuru kurutat, kurutam, kuruta. Karavani, karavava, karavama. Okay. Kuru. How many times it comes? Kuru. So many times it comes. Kuru. Kuru means do. Imperative mode. Madhyam purusha ekvachana means tvam kuru. You do. In RSS, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangha, I don't know how many of you are familiar with that. When we used to go in the childhood in Shakha, there is a evenings 1 hour, all the children, all the youngsters will meet. We'll have some physical games, we'll have some intellectual discussion, some songs, etc. we sing. Now, interesting thing about RSS is, why I am bringing this topic here, all their commands are in Sanskrit. The entire structure is in Sanskrit. So, right from their, starting the Shakha and in between also whatever we play or whatever we do, and then at the end it concludes also, everything is in, all the commands are in Sanskrit. It's like army commands. And many times while suppose we are playing, let us say, race games, there are 2 teams and you have to race, go there, clap and come back and then tap to the next person, then next person will go. The command to run was kuru. Kuru means start, do, kuru, start. Childhood I used to learn, I never understood that it is something to do with kru dhatu. Only after coming to Vedanta course and I studied this, then I understood, oh, kuru means do. Again, many times you will see this in Bhagavad Gita also. Yathechhasi tatha kuru. You do as you wish. Yatha ichhasi, as you wish, tatha kuru. You do as you wish. Okay? Parasmaypada. Karotu also comes many times. One more thing. Karavani. Ani, ava, ama. These are the pratyayas, no? For lot lakara parasmaypada. Ani. but that na is becoming na. Remember, na is becoming na? There was some rule that we saw, rashabhyam nona samanapade, because ra is there, and between ra and na, whatever is there, all are good conductors. At, kup, vang. Remember? Yavaye, at, kup, vang. At, in that at, va comes. Va. Therefore, between ra and na, others are only vowels. One consonant is there, va, which is also good conductor. Therefore, na has changed to na. Just like Ramena, Balena, Ramena. Why that change happened? Because of ra. Same way here. Don't say, Veji, but that we studied during Vibhaktis. No, yeah, but that is a common rule for every Sanskrit word. Rashabhyam nona samanapade. Okay, that rule is applicable here. Right, lot atmane pada. Please repeat. Kurutam, kurvatam, kurvatam. Kurushva, kurvatham, kurudhvam. Karavai, karavavahai, karavamahai. Again, Kurushva comes many times in Gita. I told you why I am giving example of Gita, because that is the text we are taking as example. But you will see many places in the Shastra, Kurushva, Kuru will come. Why? Because it is, most of them are dialogues. And when dialogue is happening, suppose the teacher is ordering the student, it will come. Madhyam Purush Ekvachan only will come. Kurushva. Just now we saw one verse. Yat karoshi, yad ashnasi, yad juhoshi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. You see kurushva here? Tat kurushva. That you do madarpanam as an offering unto me, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says. So kurushva you do. Same meaning as kuru. Same meaning. Okay? Next, lakara. Vidhiling lakara. Vidhiling lakara is potential mode. Again, very well known. Please repeat. Kuryat, kuryatam, kuryuhu. Kuryaha, kuryatam, kuryata. Kuryam, kuryava, kuryama. Kuryat, kuryat, sada mangalam, shubhamangala, savadhan, kuryat. That one, kuryat. Kuryat means may he do. Kah kuryat sah. Bhagavan, Ishwaraha, sada, always, mangalam, auspiciousness, kuryat, may he do. May he bring auspiciousness. Kuryat sada mangalam. Remember what is this Kuryat sada mangalam? Maharashtrian people too will remember. Other people I have no idea. Because in Maharashtra, Kuryat sada mangalam is very closely connected with marriage, because that is the one that is the mantra that you chant when they are getting married, and that is a cue for you to put akshatas on their head. Everybody will be standing when they say Kuryat sada mangalam, and then you put akshatas. May that Lord Kuryat. Now next time you go for marriage and next time that akshatas are going on, Kuryat should remind you Vidhiling lakara of Kru dhatu parasmay pada. Okay, if it happens, then Sanskrit class is successful. Okay, next time we will see Tadeva Lagnam Sudinam Tadeva only. Let us so that it will give you some. It is also Sanskrit verse only. All this chanting and everything is in Sanskrit only. So Kuryat, may he do. Kuryaha, may you do. Kuryam, may I do. Potential mode, right? Parasmay pada. Same way. Vidhiling lakara, atmane pada. Kurvita, kurviyatam, kurviran. Kurvithaha, kurviyatham, kurvidhvam. Kurviya, kurvivahi, kurvimahi. Okay? Kurvita, kurviyatam, kurviran. Same meaning, different, because Atmane pada pratyas are also applicable. Whatever is there in Parasmay pada, same meaning is there for Atmane pada only. Forms are different, meaning is same. Done. So lat, lung, lot, vidiling. Now let us see the last two also which we have studied. Lit lakara. Lit is parokshe lit, distant past tense. Interesting. Chakara, chakratuhu, chakruhu. Chakartha, chakrathuhu, chakra. Chakara, chakruva, chakrama. Why that cha is coming? Because lit lakara has that dvitva. Remember, the first consonant is doubled, and then there are some changes that happen, right? So all this. Saha chakara, he did long back. Saha chakara. Kru dhatu for lit is even more important because we saw that there are many dhatus where the dhatu actually does not go through the lit lakara. To that dhatu, kru dhatu's lit lakara is added. Remember, katha dhatu, for example, dashamagana ubhayapada dhatu, katha. Katha dhatu's lit lakara, how does it go? Kathayan chakara, kathayan chakratuhu, kathayan chakruhu, kathayan chakartha, kathayan chakrathuhu, kathayan chakra, kathayan chakara, kathayan chakrava, kathayan chakrama. Kathayan remains same, and then kru dhatu is lit lakara. Same way, atmanepada also, that katha dhatu is ubhayapada, so it will take atmanepada also pratyas. What are the atmanepada rupas of kru dhatu? Lit atmanepada. Chakre, chakrate, chakrire. Chakrishe, chakrathe, chakridve. Chakre, chakrvahe, chakramahe. Okay, this also, please remember this word chakre. In Bhagavat, etc., in Mahabharata, etc., you will see lot of verbs like this, distant past, chakre, he did. Okay, so lit, parasmaipada and atmanepada also. Last one, lrit lakara, bhavishya. Bhavishya is future tense. Pratyas are same as lat. So what are the rupas? Karishyati, karishyatah, karishyanti. Karishyasi, karishyatah, karishyatha. Karishyami, karishyavah, karishyamah. Right? This is also well known. Lot of time this also we use. Aham karishyami. I will do. Again in Bhagavad Gita there is a one word karishye. Karishye vachanam tava. I shall do what you said. Arjuna is telling to Shri Krishna. Same. Lit only uttam purusha ekvachan, but in atmanepada pratyaya. Let us chant this also. Karishyate, karishyete, karishyante. Karishyase, karishyethe, karishyadve. Karishye, karishyavahe, karishyamahe. So, aham karishyami, aham karishye. Earlier also we have seen in sankalpa, puja sankalpa also we use this. Mamopatta samasta duritakshay dwara Shri Parameshwara prityartham asmakam sarvesham sahakutumbanam kshemasthairia viri etc 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 we chant, and then we say at the end Parama Pujya Gurudevanam Bhagavatah Vishnoho Paduka Pujam or Pujam Karishyami, Karishye, Karishyami for others, Karishye for myself. If I am the Purohita and I am myself am the Yajamana, then Karishye. Suppose I am the Purohita but I am doing for somebody else, Karishyami. Okay, clear? Alright. So, Kru Dhatu, we have seen 6 lakaras and how these 6 lakaras in Parasmaipada as well as Atmanipada, how that Kru Dhatu becomes verbs. Alright. we conclude with the topic of verbs, but there is some important topic which we have to say immediately after verbs. Okay, I know I gave you some homework. I am giving you 1 week extension for the homework. What was the homework that I gave? That from first 2 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, take out the verbs and write the address. Please take 1 more week and you can see what are the verbs. Why am I giving 1 more week? Because with this 1 more topic, it will become more complete. What is that topic? The topic of upasarga. Upasarga means prefix. Pratyaya means suffix. Pratyaya is suffix. Upasarga is prefix. What is the difference? Pratyaya comes after the dhatu or after the pratipadika. Upasarga comes before the dhatu. So you see here, added in front of or before a verb and has a unique effect on the meaning of the verb. So upasarga prefix is something that is added before the dhatu or before the kriya, before the verb. Okay, what do you mean? We will see. There are 22 upasargas, only 22, not more than that, only 22 upasargas are there, and as usual there is a verse written to remember what are the 22 upasargas. This is called as karika, such verses which are there. Earlier, if you remember, we had seen one verse to remember all the Puranas, remember? Madvayam, Bhadvayam, Chaiva, Bratrayam, Vachatuštayam, Anapalinga Kuskani, Purana, Aniprachakshate. Long back in the introduction we had seen. No, Gaudapada Karikas are different. Gaudapada Karikas, somebody in the chat is saying Gaudapada Karikas. Gaudapada Karikas are on Mandukya Upanishad. Because they are verse, therefore they are called as Karikas. But those are the Karikas pertaining to Vedanta. Karika is a general term for a verse. Okay. In Vyakarana, Karikas are those verses which are written to remember something of the Vyakarana. For example, earlier we had seen one more Karika. I think when we were seeing Avyayas, there was one Karika. Sadrisham Trishu Lingeshu Sarva Sucha Vibhaktishu Vachaneshu Cha Sarveshu Yannavyeti Tadavyayam. When we saw indeclinables Avyayas, at the very beginning we saw this Karika. What do you mean by Avyaya? So to remember that, it does not change. Sadrisham Trishu Lingeshu, in all the 3 genders it remains same. Sarva Sucha Vibhaktishu, in all the cases, Vibhaktis, it remains same. Sarva Sucha Vibhaktishu. Vachaneshu Cha Sarveshu, in all the different kinds of Vachana means numbers, it remains same. That is called as Avyaya. Yat Navyeti. That which does not change, that is called as Avyaya, indeclinable. Similar to that, here is one more Karika. Correct. Somebody is telling correctly. Even Lakaras we remembered in Karika. Late ke vartamane syad bhute lang lung lidavapi bhavishyati lut lritau anyecha bhavavachinaha. So there is one present tense lat. Past tense are 3. Lang, lung, lid. Bhavishyati lut lritau. Future tense are 2. Lut and lrit. And all the remaining 4, that is lot, vidiling, ashirling and lut. All of them are bhavavachi. They are moods, tenses and moods. Very good. So these are the Karikas. Now in the same way, there is this Karika which is in very beautiful meter in Sanskrit, which is called as Totaka meter. Totaka meter. Totaka is a meter. Totakashtakam, very famous composition is there by Totakacharya in praise of his guru Bhagavan Shri Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, and that, remember, Vidita Kila Shastra Sudha Jaladhe Mahitopanishad Kathitarthanidhe. So that is also Totaka meter. That's why the name was given to him as Totakacharya. because of that composition. This is also, and that Totaka meter is also well known. Even in your, what is that, Suprabhatam, Venkatesha Suprabhatam, there are some verses which are in Totaka meter. Ta da 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 ta da 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 da. Remember MS Subbalakshmi's voice is resounding in your ears? That is the Totaka meter. Now in the same tune, you can chant this. Prapara pasamanvavanir durabhi vyadhisudati nipratiparyapayah upaangiti vimshatiresha sakhe upasarga vidhi katita kavina. Same tune. Okay, I will chant, please repeat after me. Be very careful. Okay, there are lots of, tongue twisters are there. I will break it into small ones and I will chant so that you can. Okay, let me put one more thing. Separate. What are the separate things? The same. Only I am writing it as dash 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 so that you understand what are the 22 upasargas there. But I will chant. Please repeat after me. Prapara pasamanvava nirdurabhi vyadhisudatini pratiparyapayah. Again, prapara pasamanvava nirdurabhi vyadhisudatini pratiparyapayah. Prapara pasamanvava nirdurabhi vyadhisudatini pratiparyapayah. Upaangiti vimshatiresha sakhe upasarga vidhi kathita kavina. Upaangiti vimshatiresha sakhe upasarga vidhi kathita kavina. Good. Now let us do it together. Entire verse. Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Prapara pasamanvava nirdurabhi vyadhisudatini pratiparyapayah upaangiti vimshatiresha sakhe upasarga vidhi kathita kavina. What is the verse saying? Verse is telling, hey sakhe, oh my dear friend, Eshaha vimshatihi. Vimshatihi 20. This 20 upasarga vidhihi. These are upasargas. Kavina kathitaha. As explained by great philosophers, great thinkers, these are the 20 upasargas. What are the 20 upasargas? Pra, para, ap, sam, anu, av, nir, dur, abhi, vi, adhi, su, ud, ati, ni, prati, pari, api, ayah, up, a, ang means a, iti. Thus, you can count, they are 20. You can count, but they are 20. These 20 are upasargas. But Ved, you said 22. Yes. You have to add 2 more. Nis, dus. They are actually this nir, dur only. Nis, dus, nir, dur are same only. So nis, nir, dus, dur, they are same only. But while counting, you count them separately. While taking form, they will take same form because of Sandhi rules. Nis, nir are two separate. They will have same meaning, but according to the Sandhi etc., you have to see which one is applied. But they are in the same meaning. Nis and nir, dus and dur. So total there are 22 upasargas, prefixes. Now, do you know that you already have studied some of the upasargas before? Do you know that? Upasargas will have their own special function which we will see in the next slide. But we have already, this is not new for us. These upasargas are added before a verb. Sorry. They are added before the verb and they have unique effect on the meaning of the verb now. Okay, so we are going to see. Let me give you example how we have already used this. Vartate, it exists. Pravartate, it begins. See, pra is added. Pra. Vartate is a verb. Vartate is a verb. To that verb, this pra is added before the verb. Prefix. You understand prefix? Suffix is after the verb and the pratyaya is after. Varta dhatu, pratyaya is added, vartate it becomes. But upasarga is added, pravartate. Similarly, jayate, parajayate. See, para. Jayate means wins. Parajayate means loses. Gets defeated. So, para is in the converse meaning. It changes the meaning. It opposes the meaning. Harati takes away. Apaharati kidnaps. See, apa. Pra, para, apa. Sam. Sam is sam. Jayate, sanjayate. Samyak jayate. Samyak, well. Sam. Anu. Anu is in the meaning of following or afterwards. Sarati, anusarati. Pashyati, anupashyati. Anupashya yatha purve, pratipashya tatha pare. Kathopanishad. Tarati, avatarati. Tarati, avatarati. Now you see how interesting this is. Tarati. Tarati means tarati. Tarati. Tara dhatu. Tritara dhatu means to uplift or to what do you say in English? Save oneself from drowning. That is called as tarati. Okay. But avatarati means to come down. So this avatarati. So tarati means to go up, to save oneself from drowning. Avatarati means to come down. And therefore avatara means incarnation. What do you mean by incarnation? That Lord comes down on our level where we can see Him. That is called as avatarati. Okay. So this way, these 22 upasargas are added before the verb and they do have some impact, some effect on the meaning. What impact, what effect it has on the meaning? Next one we will see. Upasarha, please repeat. Upasargena dhatvartho baladanyatra niyate praharahara samhara vihara pariharavat. What is the verse saying? Upasargena, because of upasargas, because of the prefixes, dhatu artha, the meaning of the root, the meaning of the verb, balat, by force, anyatra niyate, is taken somewhere else. So what do upasargas do? They change the meaning of the verb. How? Example, prahara, ahara, samhara, vihara, parihara. Vat means like. One simple dhatu is there, rhara. Rhara dhatu. Krikara like that, rhara means to take away. So hara, one word is there. Now prahara means to beat, to strike. Prahara. Ahara means to eat. Samhara means to kill. Vihara means to roam. Parihara means to rest, to enjoy. Shrama parihara, remember Shrama parihara? Whenever any big program etc. happens, then afterwards we do Shrama parihara. Means what? We have done lot of efforts, done lot of Shrama. Now you parihara, you enjoy, you take rest. You enjoy that. So you see, hara is same, but because of different upasargas coming, the meaning is taken to different places. That is what the upasargas do. So due to the upasargas prefixes, the meaning of the root or the verb is changed. It is taken somewhere else. Example, same example, but I am taking in the form of verb. Prahara, hara, samhara, it is nouns. That is one more thing that we have to understand. Even nouns can be added with upasargas. Even nouns can be added with upasargas. Okay, example, vichara, thought, suvichara, jana, person, sajjana, durjana. See, even nouns can be added with prefixes. There also meaning will change. In the same way, because we are seeing in the context of verbs, let us see, hara dhatu, harati means takes away. Harati. But you add praharati means he attacks or beats. Aharati, he eats or brings closer. Aharati. Samharati, to kill, he kills or destroys. Viharati, he roams. Pariharati, he solves. Parihara also is the meaning of solution. Parihara is also in the meaning of solution. Parihara means, in mathematics also there will be one question will be there and solution is called as parihara. In Hindi also I think we use the word parihara in that sense, isn't it? Is samasya ka parihar chahiye. That samasya is a problem. Solution of that problem is parihara. So you see what happens. Upasargas are added, different upasargas are added, and how the meaning changes. Now, in what way the upasargas change the meaning? They do three things to the meaning. What are the three things? One more verse. So, for upasarga, we are going to see three karikas. One is the list we saw, list of upasargas. Second, we saw upasargena dhatvartaha baladanyatra niyate. Prahara, hara, samhara, vihara, pariharavata. Now, third karika, repeat. Dhatvartham badhate kaschit. Kaschit tamanuvartate. Tameva vishinashtyanyaha. Upasargagatistridha. So the verse is telling upasarga gatihi tridha. Tridha is threefold. The function of the upasarga is threefold. What are the three things that upasargas can do? Dhatu artham badhate kaschit. Some upasargas, when prefixed, change the meaning of the dhatu. Badhate, badha means to change, to stop the previous meaning and to start a new meaning. Example, gacchati, goes, agacchati, comes. This is opposite meaning. Opposite meaning. Gacchati, goes, agacchati, comes. What has happened here? The upasarga a, the last of the upasarga, remember upaang, that a upasarga has changed the meaning. Changed means has opposed the meaning. Dhatvartham badhate kaschit. Kaschit tam anuvartate. Tam means tam dhatum, anuvartate. Sometimes the meaning of the dhatu or the total meaning is not changed. It goes in line with it. It goes behind it. Some follow the same meaning. That is, no change is brought about in the meaning. Example, vishati, enters. Pravishati, enters. Sometimes the meaning is same. Sometimes the meaning is exactly opposite. Sometimes the meaning is same. Third is tameva vishinashti anyaha. Anyaha and some other upasargas, vishinashti, they add value to the verb. So the meaning is not reversed. Meaning is not same, but the meaning is added. Example, gacchati, goes. Pratigacchati, goes back. Pratigaccha. You go back. From where you have come, you go back. Now to go and to go back, one thing is added. Can you see that? You go there, you go back there. Means what? You have come from there, you go back there. Pratigacchati. Upasarga gatihi tridha. These are the three ways in which upasargas work. So sometimes the upasargas convert, entirely reverse the meaning. Sometimes they just follow the same meaning. They don't make any change, allow the same meaning to go. And sometimes they add on to the meaning. Pujyate, sampujyate. Different ways the upasargas work. Note, more than one upasargas can also be added to the same verb. Samadhigacchati, from Gita only. Samadhigacchati. Now what is happening here? Sam, one upasarga. Adhi, another upasarga. Two upasargas are added to gamadhatu. Samadhigacchati. Right? Samabhyavartate. Sam abhi ava. Sam abhi a vartate is dhatu. Sam abhi a vartate. Samabhya vartate. So there are more than one upasargas also can be added to add meaning. See, these are all the things because of which Sanskrit has become so beautiful. Because you can just add one more prefix and then the meaning can be changed. You can add 2-3 more. Sometimes you will see in Shastras, etc., that double negation is used by adding two opposite upasargas. Okay, now example. In Bhagavad Gita there is a verse. What is the verse? Samyoga Viyoga, something like that is there. But there are yoga 2 times it is coming, so there are not 2 upasargas added. But there are possibilities of adding 2 or more upasargas to make double negation. Okay, anyways, it will come to my mind. Point is, there can be more than one upasargas which can be added at the same time. Okay, and then the meaning will be total final. What is the meaning? Add all the meaning together. Upasarga will bring its own thing. Either it will reverse the meaning, either it will keep the same meaning, or it will add on to meaning. Whatever it does, final thing you will have to add. Take one more small note and we conclude for today's class. In Lang Lakara we have seen that before the dhatu a is added, isn't it? Apathat, apatatam, apathan. Now where is this upasarga? Upasarga is added before a. So anvashochaha. So anu is the upasarga, ashochaha is the rupa. A is coming from Lang Lakara. That Lang Lakara's a is there. Upasarga is added before a. Okay. So upasarga, then that a because of Lang Lakara, then dhatu. Just for your understanding. Okay. Alright. Sufficient. Now in the next class what we will do, one important question that remains is, okay Vedji, there are 22 upasargas and they can add the meaning, they can reverse the meaning, they can keep the same meaning, but what are the meanings of those upasargas? So those meanings of those 22 upasargas we will see in the next session. What exactly pra means, para, apa, ava, what do they mean, what do they bring to the table when they are added? Okay, that we will see in the next session. Remember the homework also, you have to continue doing it, first 2 chapters. Now when you are finding the verbs, there is a possibility of upasargas coming. So now you will know. So how do you write? You write like this: Adhi plus gamadhatu. Adhi is the upasarga plus gamadhatu, and then you write the address. Gamadhatu, prathamagana, parasmay pada, whatever, lakara, vachana, purusha, whatever is there. Alright, chal. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om.